Welcome back to EPG. I'm, of course, Greg, your host. Today is May 8th, 2026, which is the 81st anniversary of VE Day, Victory in Europe. As an American, I understand the part that America played in World War II. And basically, one of the ways that a lot of other Americans were able to, begin to understand that was through film. So there are a lot of different movies out there. Saving Private Ryan, Oppenheimer, series like Band of Brothers and The Pacific. But that is telling it from an American context. And there are a lot of other foreign films that give it a different understanding of it. Because for the United States, we didn't really, the war wasn't fought at our front door. It was fought more abroad in someone else's backyard. But there is one specific film that really helped me understand kind of not only the history, but understand the way a lot of other countries see World War II in a way that an American simply cannot. And that film is called Come and See. It's a 1985 Belarusian film shot in Russian and German. And it is one of the most heartbreaking and graphic and real accounts of World War II. One of the things that a lot of people don't understand is just the sheer magnitude of destruction that happened in rural parts of Europe, Belarus, Poland, Latvia, Lithuania, and just really all that, Estonia, Russia, and other places around that area where, a lot of people understand the Holocaust, where it was people were funneled to camps, they were put on trains and all that, but a majority of people, especially Jews, were systematically slaughtered in various ways, a lot of which were represented in this film, Come and See. So Come and See is about a teenager in Belarus that decides to join up a partisan group and go and fight the invading Nazis. It takes place in 1943. And it follows his, I want to say, misadventures throughout the entire film, watching villages be destroyed, watching people get killed. I won't spoil it, if that's the right word, but it begs people watch it with a certain type of honesty and respect for the content. There is one scene that I will talk about, which is very haunting, even right now, is that there's this scene of wanton carnage. And there are two SS officers or soldiers that come and somehow are able to carouse this boy. And they take a pistol and they put it to his head in order to take a photo, like he's some sort of prop. And I've seen pictures like this in textbooks. I've seen too many graphic images like this where you can see the fear in the person's eyes that has the gun to their head, and also just the complete, utter lack of humanity of the person holding the gun, who are smiling or laughing. And that comes out in full vivid color in this film. So even today, as I mentioned before, it's still haunting to see that and understand it. And also, I think, too, especially for people that ended up emigrating to the United States or other parts of the world, that is how a lot of people's grandparents from the old country, that is how they grew up. Those were the circumstances in which they grew. They'd see their entire villages destroyed, their family killed, and they would come to these new countries in order to have a new start, a new beginning. I personally know one of my friends was from Ukraine, and her grandfather served in the war. So I understand coming to the United States and why they did it. It's not a fun film. It's not a happy film. It's not a rah-rah patriotic film. There's a lot of surrealism in it, a lot of existentialism, but it's worth watching to understand, especially if you're planning to travel to any of the places that I mentioned, to get the gravity, especially if you have not experienced that type of utter violence and chaos in your own country's history, in living memory. So I just want to say thank you very much for your time, and get out there.